So here we go. We're gonna see it. This is a big matchup coming here right now. And I'm seeing it from both. We got both ends, one on my end, Jake's getting the other. Again, we're just, Jake's gonna have it up on YouTube.
Yep, I have
You
it up
got
on YouTube.
Yep.
I know it's not full screen, but it's definitely
You know
there
what you can
for
do?
us.
You can
Yeah,
put it in studio mode, I think, on YouTube. I think, or maybe, I don't know. There's like an option. Just don't worry about
no,
it. It's
I'll
good
just
enough.
move it where we can see that where I'm not blocking the whole thing. And yeah, definitely good luck to both these guys in the finals. Starts with the Reshi, so definitely a good try,
Not
a good start point.
okay. And coming down on the other end here, from the Philly, from Killvious is the Mimikyu, the Gengar Mimikyu. So I mean, obviously, this is so. Here's the side
Not a
benefit.
good start. But with Whorehouse, I think he
Oh,
needs to be aggressive, and
oh, listen to this. This is even nastier than you think here, because look at all that energy, all those cards in his opponent's
he's
hand
gonna
right
have to
now.
dead A those away.
Yeah,
He just has to.
he has to. Again, going with this 5-3 line, and you only have or this three Gengar line here, you're going to not have and force your opponent to mulligan. Like they're going to have to draw up so many cards, and he made the mistake of drawing up all those cards.
Yeah,
And really, he should have just not, because it just gives you more options to ability to more damage and shut down your opponent. So you kind of actually don't take the mulligan draws against Gengar Mimikyu if you know you're going up against it.
yeah. I mean, do you escape rope?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a hard call here because it is a good starting hand, but you're not going to be able to use any of those cards because you know he's just going to Whorehouse, and then you're putting yourself in such a bad position with what you have on the bench. Although if he does somehow get a bunch of fire energies in, he could use that attack because he's not allowed to play cards, but he's allowed to use the attack for sure.
Interesting. He put up the Heatran.
He wants Victini to survive. I think he's conceding the fact that he's going to lose something before he really ever gets to attack.
That's a good point. I mean, and it's going to take Victini Vmax to do 2 attacks to do the damage, or Rushes are still with Rushes are it's going to take 2 attacks. So to take out these Gengars, and granted, he only has to take out 2, but yeah, that's easier said than done. In the long run here. So here's the horror house, shut down a whole turn,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna see. Oh, I am a little ahead of that, so I will slow down.
Yeah, so the Whorehouse definitely put that poor Heatran, or if there's a boss as well. Okay, so Greens takes away the possibility that will be.
Oh, wait until you see what's going to happen here, chat. Wait until you see what's going. He benched 2. Right. Sure, he called it. Yep. He benched too many, and I think that was the
Yeah,
kicker. He shouldn't have benched the Heatran at all.
so he benched the Heatran, but he's gonna lose the Heatran right now. So he'll
True.
be down
That
2
is a good
prizes,
point.
so he'll be equal as far as the number of Pokemon. So he will lose the Heatran, but if those crushing hammers hit, this could be huge.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, they're going to come flying hot right now.
Yeah, and then now he can definitely play those cards, so he can put that balloon on, he can get that switch off, so he has options to go. So these hammers, huge, misses the first. If you get a second,
Got it.
there he
Got
goes.
it.
So the problem is though he cannot the Dene change into anything because if he does, then he's that's
He
a good play.
got
He can
what he
play
needs
boss.
here.
He can play boss. He can knock. No, he can't. So that's
Wait, why can't he play boss?
he can play boss, but he can't knock out the Omastar because Victini V only does 100
Only
damage
does
to
100
it.
damage.
So that's
Yeah.
the bad part about Victini V in this meta.
Just
So
wall up. Yeah, play, but you as the Victini player here, play all your item and trainer and supporter cards as much as possible that you can play, because you got to get rid of as much in
does
there.
he boss up and then reset stamp? And he can't play Dedenne anyways because that power plant's down. I didn't even notice that earlier. So I
Mhm,
think
mhm.
what the best probably play is try to stick that Omastar up possibly and use that reset stamp to put him down to 4 possibly. And that way he's not really taking a whole lot of damage. Because again, if you don't have a lot of trainer cards in hand, um, he's not doing as much damage to you.
Right. Right. No, those are all really good points here. Oh, he's just like,
He's debating, but it definitely does give him less cards in hand. And if he no, don't do that. No.
no,
Oh, rip.
no,
That was a misplay, unfortunately.
no. Oh, just attack. Hit it. Hit. Oh
So
yeah, because
not
it's only 100
yeah,
damage.
it's
It's
only
gonna take
100
3
damage. So
attacks.
the
Oh my.
unfortunate thing is the Dene did it. 1, didn't draw him cards, and 2, he was power planted.
This is rough. This
Unfortunately,
is rough. I don't know, chat. I'm gonna put it in. This is game 1 of best of 3 here, so I'm gonna open the betting. You can put it in the bet. You have. I'm gonna make sure everyone has enough points. Sure, add a points. We're gonna add 100 to everyone, so you have them. But you can put it in the bet. Exclamation point bet. Follow my lead. And a top or bot.
so unfortunately, all the cards in his hand right now are trainers, so he will be taking some damage here.
That's how it's done. Follow that in the chat, and you can do that. So thank you again for joining, and we'll make it. We're trying to make this as fun as possible.
Okay, so he can't do the switch. And he will lose him next turn. And there's nothing he can do at this point.
Oh man, don't you wish he had? If he had that second energy down, he could outrage him.
Yeah, that, or if he didn't have the Dene down, he could have switched in and hit him with the Dene.
Whoa,
Oh,
what's he gonna get here
huge.
on the top deck? What's he gonna get here on the top deck?
Nothing.
This is.
So they're kind of just
Yeah.
going back and forth at this point. But if we could get 1 energy, okay, so he didn't switch out. But if we get 1 energy, that Omastar goes away, and this becomes a different game. But if he gets a switch, that Reshi is just gone. Oh, and that's huge. It's huge that he just top decked into a Victini Vmax. So we're just passing back and forth.
You go. No, you go.
Yeah, you go. But the thing is, the Gengar Mimikyu player has gone through a lot more of his stuff. Oh, back to so boss. Still, again, you don't want to do that. If he can get energy again off this top deck, he can bosses and actually get, if the energy, he's. Oh, look at that. No, he has it. Like
I know. He just got it.
Welder.
Dude.
I mean, if he
Welder's the right call. He needed to draw a little bit there. He needed a little draw power.
So he could have done a bosses and been able to take out that Gengar Mimikyu.
No, but right here, what he can do is take out the Omastar, and that's just as important.
No,
right now.
I think killing the big attacker is probably more important.
I agree. Taking out the big attacker is really important, but he can. Did he just not attack?
Oh, because he's saving it. I think he realized he should have bossed. So if that Gengar,
Boom.
there it is, he can boss that up, and ooh, this is huge.
And getting rid of the power plant. Now he can get some energy if he needs it, which is actually better. He wants to get rid of some of those cards.
Get rid of those.
Wow, this is swinging. This is such a swinging game right now.
And then he can boss. Does he boss? I think he still just bosses. Takes out the big threat.
I'm going to open that betting up if you want to get in a top or bot.
So he can hit for 200, which will be enough.
Yep.
Right?
There's the 3 prizes there.
3 prizes. And now he's not really in trouble it's
going to depend on the top deck here. Woo. Oh, woo,
well, the thing is, Gengar Mimikyu can't do anything to him right now.
No, but I mean, the fact that he topped that. I'm watching the other side. He topped it, and he got that right there. Because if he didn't top that Pokemon, he had no shot. It's a donking game. Oh, he's debating a few things.
This is very interesting.
So, I mean, he can outrage and still take out the Omastar.
Yes, he can definitely take out the Omastar. And if
is he sitting with what I think it is again? Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so he has the boss, but I don't think he needs it. He can take out the Omastar.
Oh,
Does he have
wow.
knock? No, he doesn't have knock. And no attach for that Gengar, which is actually really huge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The turn that he didn't knock out the Omastar was huge.
Yeah, it was,
That he
you
just
were right.
passed.
You were
That was the
100%
right.
right.
That was the right
That was
play
the
on his
right
part.
call. It was an unbelievable play. Yeah, Zach in the chat. This is a super exciting matchup. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
really is. 200 damage. That puts the pressure on the
Yes.
Mimikyu player here, the
So
Gengar Mimikyu player.
not
Oh, with a
only
heal.
it puts, unless he heals all
It's
the way.
100.
Yeah, that just it's gonna put him into 2-shot range. But I think he's still fine as long as he and that fan of waves. There's enough
Yeah,
Pokemon in where he can play that fan of waves. I think that
I
we're
know.
going to see the welder deck prevail.
Well,
nope.
so nope.
That was a good play on his part to get rid of that, but he still can
Because
take
now he can't
knockout.
play. All right. So how does Keldeo respond here? Oh,
I think he'll just hit him.
no, I see what we're going to see. We're seeing the welder to draw up, and
Mhm.
there's the knockout in game. So he just wanted
Game
to
one.
make sure.
Wow.
Game one to Keldeo.
Keldeo winning a close matchup. We
Yeah, what a
cannot wait to
comeback.
see what goes on in the next round and possibly the second one.
Jake, we got to say it. 2 unbelievable players. By the way, this is our top 2.
Our top 2 both get mats.
These both players are getting matched. So this is unbelievable. That's the top tier kind of play that we're looking for. Killvious versus Keldeo, unbelievable game. Let's see how this one goes. All right, so
So I'm just gonna say that game was won the turn that he decided to pass and not kill that active, and then risked that the top deck wasn't a card that was gonna benefit his opponent.
Right, and it was just turn after turn there. Keldeo had all these supporters, but no way to draw up, and had no energy, which was really murderous for him in the long game there, it turned out. Okay, so we are seeing Victini versus the Gengar coming up here. Make sure, yeah. So
yeah, Shuri says, yeah, that was the right play. Laughing out loud, what a comeback! I can't agree more. That was huge. So another start to this match. I think he wants to get out probably one Pokemon. Now, would that be a Cramorant? Would that be a Charizard Reshi? To kind of put pressure.
I think it's the Reshi.
So yeah.
Or we're seeing I don't think the Victini is the play here. The damage output's not enough. Right? Well, I guess you
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Justin. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
We're just getting even closer to that 65. We hit our 50 follow goal today. We're definitely, once we hit 65, if we hit that before the end of this match, before the end of the tournament, we will be giving out another 20 assorted Sword and Shield packs to one lucky winner in chat. At least one of each of the base set, or not base set, but Sword and Shield boosters.
Okay, so
online.
what ended up happening, Jake, just in case you were, it was a reset stamp from Killvious to get back up to 6 cards here, and we're going to see the Horror House shut down. So whole turn is pretty much lost at this point.
Yep. So, I mean, we expected it. I think Keldeo expected that as well. Hopefully for him. So,
I mean, he's actually not sitting too bad right now.
He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at both hands here. This is going to be, you can kind of expect what you expect to happen here.
We can get the Victini out there after this play is over, and get a draw into Charizard Reshi, and we can get him completely fired up with that welder and those energies for sure.
Ooh. And Poltergeist. That's enough for the knockout. All right, that's the downside of that Victini having such low health here.
Yeah, but now the Omastar doesn't kick on, so he could definitely use those trainer cards or those item cards. He's not completely out of the woods now.
Right.
He could go for a play where he fully charges up a Charizard Reshi.
I think you do. I
And
think that's
maybe wait till next turn to hit and completely just blow him out of the water on a one shot.
why would you
Because
wait at this?
if he can get the Charizard Reshi up to 6 energies, he just blows past him.
Good point. There you go. That's why. All right, so getting rid of one of those energies, getting the Reshi. Here he comes. He's looking. He's double checking. He's like, "Is this what
He
I
can get the
want?"
Cram, and he can take out the Omastar on the bench as well. That's another play.
Yeah, but I think it's almost too easy to give up the. Well, I guess that would happen this turn. You know that's a good point. He can completely come in and shut that down and do enough damage. But does that leave him energy starve and in a bad position later on? I
We'll
think
see.
that's why the Reshi. I think that's why the Reshi makes the most sense.
Yeah, the Reshi makes a sense, and he can also just do. I don't know how many are in. Okay. Well, he's setting him up, so he's definitely setting up.
Wow, he evolved him. I didn't see that. I wasn't expecting that. Does that Victini V2? Yeah, still needs only 2 energy for the retreat.
So he could definitely, if he uses Escape Rope, kills the Omastar with Charizard, and he doesn't have a lot of energies or a lot of trainers in hand.
But we're just seeing the retreat instead coming into play, and probably the GX attack. He's debating. A lot of debate is going on.
Yeah, he's just getting that extra item card out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the Crobat,
which is the right play. There we go.
Yeah, so
he'll it, which is the right call.
Yep. So he has 1 trainer in hand. So even though he's healing, his opponent's healing up here, he's in a pretty decent spot here to take knockout on that Gengar Mimikyu.
And there goes the Great Potion, or the healing for 50 there. It's not Great Potion, but whatever it heals the GX. Oh, gotta get to 300 damage, which is still very much doable here. That Big Charm's not a big play. Well, it's actually 270. My bad.
So yeah, he'll need to get that welder on.
Well, he really just needs to put 1 energy down. Flare Strike is 230.
Did you say we need 270 for knockout with the Big Charm?
Yeah, well, that would be 330, so that's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has the 100 damage on him still at this point. So it killed. He is these 2 IDs against each other. Both for 4. Yeah, they've been. Yeah, Zach, great point. They both been dominant all day. Yeah, they ID'd against each other round 5, so they didn't get that play. A dirty move with the fossil.
Well, he does have that escape rope to put something else out there, and he can take a big knock here for sure.
Yeah, because he can retreat for free with the Victini.
Yep. So he's still going to knock into something that's not a fossil.
Right, and
he has the opportunity to, should I say.
With his hand, the way his hand is right now, I don't know if you play the Crobat. I would just go and get energy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think definitely you want because he has.
Don't do it.
He can still play the welder. I think playing the escape rope first is the play to make.
There it is.
And then see what he provides you. I mean, I'm sure he's going to give that Omastar up. And if he takes that Omastar out this round, I mean, it doesn't super help him because as far as winning that prize race, but it will put 1 less on there, and he can use that. No, he doesn't need to use hammers. Yes, he does. I can't quite see. So he can use those hammers before the fact.
Yeah, I would use it. It shuts down the poltergeist from being able to trigger at all. You might as well. Honestly. Oh, wow.
Boss.
Yep, he just needs to put the energy down. Wow. That's huge.
That play was big brained right there, I think.
Yes, yeah, Sherry, good point. This is what it shuts down. This is when Mimikyu falls apart is exactly what you're seeing right now. When it doesn't do what it needs to be doing. He streamlined this deck very efficiently, but sometimes this is all you need. And Welder is such a strong card. We have seen it time and time again. It makes fire what it is right now. And here we go.
Ooh.
Getting 3 prizes. There goes the fossil into the active.
And the great thing is Gengar Mimikyu will have to take at least 2 turns if everything goes right to charge up and get going. So he's in a really good spot. And if he finds that other boss, which he does have it, obviously there's cause for Marnie or any plays like that. But if it stays like this game might be over really, really quick.
Mm-hmm. So both players have done GX's attacks. The GX power plant is in play. I think, well, he can't play any of his energy denial at this point, but he can't outrage. Well, he can't.
Yeah, so I don't know if he really wants to knock that out. Well, I guess it doesn't matter as much, but
yeah. Well, what do you do here, Jake? Do you place the energy down?
He might just place the energy down and pass. Well, there's a lot of trainers in your court too, so maybe
he has to try and get rid of something. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is enough for knockout, no problem at all. So he should get rid of something. I personally say you put the Star up and just kind of mess with him, slow him down. And yeah, there's an energy. I'm a little ahead off of the other players.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you just hit into the Gengar Mimikyu and boss him up, and then next turn you can finish him off?
Bold call. I think that was interesting.
Yep. So he's going to take knockout with Victini, possibly.
Well, on the
but he also has the ability of
welder in here. He's putting that energy right back onto.
Yeah. So he'll put it back onto Resh, and then he has the ability to next turn still.
Oh no! Oh no!
What do you? Oh no! And
because it's just why in this case he put it on the energy on the Victini.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, spreading flames. Maybe not the.
What's he doing? I'm trying to see. I see.
Yeah, so spreading flames. He's gonna put it on the Charizard and put pressure.
That's a good play.
Yeah, so you don't knock out the active for sure. And even if you lose.
Oh, did you see what he did there too?
He put it on the Eldegoss.
Eldegoss, who, if he really wanted to, hit for 50 and fly back up into his hand.
Yep.
If or primarily, probably what's really going to happen is the retreat.
So he needs 2 more fires to be able to one-shot that Gengar Mimikyu.
The game research is a big hand.
Yep. So he's still the Gengar Mimikyu player. Definitely gonna do a lot of damage here. But you're still a welder away from win here.
There's the knockout. There it is. That's big. I mean, how does Reshi knock out and win here? Because he only needs to knock out,
Yeah, if he has 6 energies, he just takes straight win, right?
He already did the GX attack. So
he did. Okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't get to do that additional damage. There we go. Get that professor.
Get all of those out of there.
Yeah, I would have played. Well, I guess you can't play the hammer, so
can't play the hammers. So he's gonna have to just hit him hard, and then maybe hope he doesn't gust up and take the win that way. So this is going super close.
I think we just saw a game here.
Yeah, if he has boss, it's just game.
Even if he doesn't have boss, look at the situation. Because
healing's never good.
Healing
for
is
the
never
Charizard
good.
player.
Yeah, but because how many he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's 6 times 5. That's 300. That's dead Reshi.
Yeah, dead Reshi. So we'll see game here, and it looks like it's going to go into game 3. Both games super close.
Wow, what a comeback for Gengar Mimikyu Killvious.
Yep, definitely.
That's an unbelievable return fire by him.
Yep. Let me grab a water real quick before we get into the next round.
He is debating. The attack has not happened yet. So if you're with me right now, that well played. I don't know, chat. I think the misplay there was, yeah, that's 300. You're right, Sleepy. I agree. I don't know if he knows. He's debating. He's thinking, because he doesn't know that. He has no idea. He could be taking a big risk here. He's going to trigger it. I'm seeing it on the other end. He got it. Congratulations. Yes. Good win there.
Yeah, good games.
Great games. Okay, so that's 1-1.
1-1. This is for all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles. Yeah, this is the big one. So this is the final one of the night, the
Yep.
final game.
And just a final reminder, we have a lot of giveaways potential here. If we hit that 65 followers here, we will be giving away 20 assorted Sword and Shield packs to somebody in chat through PTC Geo trade. We also are going to try to hit that 100 subscribers on YouTube. If we hit that mark, we'll be giving away the Players Cup 3 and 2 swag to one lucky winner. We'll be announcing a giveaway there on Twitter. And we also have that Families pack where it has some booster packs and some large stuff. And Nick, there was also another giveaway that you're giving away here as well, I believe.
We finished that one.
Oh, we finished that one? Okay, so that's it for the giveaways.
That was more shiny. That was shiny face there. Yeah, yep. But that first trainer pack, all you have to do is just be subscribed by Wednesday coming up this week. And if you are on YouTube, then you get a chance. It's just going to be a random raffle, and I'll send it off to you.
And then one more shout out towards our podcast, Pittsburgh Pokemon Podcast. We have it on Spotify, Apple. We do all weekly podcasts, all the platforms. Our last episode that we recorded, we were talking to Andrew Mahone and his upbringing here in the Pokemon trading card game. Alongside that, we've had Sleepy Dreepy on. We've had
Sleepy, thank you
he's been on for sure. We've had the Floaty Cast guys, we've had the Metapod guys, we've had Sable Eyes on. We've had a lot of really awesome guests, and for everybody in chat that came over here on that raid for JW Grewal, he's going to be on the pod here in the next few weeks. Also, we have Mellow Magikarp. We're going to be recording tomorrow at some point, and we'll have that episode up as well.
Yep. All right. Hey, going back into the game, though, we got 2 energy into the Poltergeist here. We have not seen the Horror House been triggered yet, which is probably what we will see happen here shortly. I think, yeah, you put the Crushing Hammer as much as you don't like with the surprise box. And here comes the Horror House into 7 cards. Really, one thing that's true is...
Okay, well, he
we're
can
seeing
still
the game chat happen.
Yeah,
we're seeing some game chat happen here. There's the shutdown.
What'd that say? I can't see it.
I gave you hammer free. He was just saying, he's just like, I hate how there was his choices were between giant herds and hammer.
There's you don't want to take away that power plant for sure.
Right. Well, there's a lot you don't want to do. Okay, so we're gonna see some energy, the greens. What's he gonna get here? Man, because I honestly
hammer, like that extra energy might help against those crushing hammers.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think the interesting thing with Keldeo was he had such a beautiful hand, and then getting the second energy down onto to do Horror House +1 was killer for him.
Yeah,
because he was sitting solid.
Yep.
But let's see. There's the evolution into the. This will have no effect right now. It's going to evolve with the rare candy. And Star with Fossil Bind is now in play. Poltergeist going to do enough damage to get that knockout down 250 into the Victini V. So Killvious takes getting an early lead here. Energy burst does 150. I don't know.
It's the amount of energy, so it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's going to do 150 at this point because it's 5 energy in play. Yep. He could not evolve. Oh, there we go. So he's
but 150 doesn't do enough, and he might be in trouble at that point. So he kind of has to.
Yeah, you reset stamp that. You fire that sucker off. Because here's the thing with this deck in play, and the way the Mimikyu can struggle is if the draw support it has is only with Green's Exploration after the Fossil Bind is in effect. So if that's what happens, that really hurts it. Double surprise block off Green. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So maybe do a combination between bosses and escape rope to just kind of get.
I'd hit him for 100 here and be happy.
If it's a hard play because if he gets that surprise box out, he could be doing a lot more damage. If you get rid of another trainer, you're putting chip damage into their big hitter, and you don't have to worry about Omastar at the moment.
Ooh, I like the. It's a good call still with the escape rope. Oh,
Yep,
I am ahead.
you are slightly ahead, but that is fine. He's still in a really rough position here. The
Okay, so we got the
Victini,
poker
yes.
here. We got into the bosses, and then we see a surprise box. He puts the reset stamp back up into his hand. He's like, "Here, hit this for me," but only doing 100 damage back. So this is a slap fight now.
And yeah,
the
so
big guy.
he's like, do I just do that? Maybe.
All
Oh, that
right.
top deck of the energy, just so horrible.
It's
Do you
not what he
stamp him to give him extra cards to make sure he doesn't do extra damage?
I can tell you right now, I want it.
It's still just 100 damage, but if he gets rid of it, it's possibly just.
All right, so he does that 100 damage. He's gonna poltergeist again. Just slap him.
That's true.
Back.
He was showing that he had a dead hand, but the problem is now. Well, he's still 2 turns away, and he can take knock. There we go.
Wow.
He needed something.
He needed that, and that is huge to get.
Does he take the knock now?
Yeah, you definitely have.
Yeah, he has knock.
Yeah.
And now he's ahead as far as the race because the opposing Gengar Mimikyu does not have energy attached.
That was big right here, but is it enough is the question. Because he just topped that energy, and his hand. I don't want to say his hand state, but it's not good. I don't want to give away the cards. Yeah. Count the money. You are calling it right. He has a dead hand right now. Man, the chat just exploded. We missed it. I've been so intense.
I've been so intense into the game. Sleepy. Well, this all count the money, which he always has great points.
He's always bringing up. Yeah, the double surprise pocket. Okay. All right. So
he that's not. He's gonna switch into him. Oh, he can't switch into him now.
Because power plant's into play, so he can't do anything.
Well, even that he can't have his ability because that's items. He can't use the switch card is what I'm trying to say.
I think you weld her into Cramorant. Or this.
No, you don't weld her into Cramorant because you can do chip damage right to that Gengar and possibly put him in.
The risk though of doing chip damage into Gengar here is the fact that if he knocks him out, he leaves him with 1 prize, and like it comes down to what he gets on this hand. Okay, that was big that he didn't get what he wanted, the energy, but the Poke Gear is going to come into play. And then we're going to see this is the right. He has to play.
He has to play that Professors.
He has to play the Professors. He is sitting in chat with 2 bosses and 1 fossil, and that's what he had to do. That he just needed to be a little bit faster. He does not want this right now.
Did he not get much?
Game is PTCGO is not making this easy for Killvious. It's just oh man. This game could come down to how many. I wonder how many hammers Keldeo has played already at this point, because this game could come down to hammers at this point. It could literally shut the whole game down.
For sure he played 2, so we'll see.
And if he has,
but he can't play hammers right now. Well, he can play hammers if he takes knock.
Yeah.
He's gonna take this Omastar out. Unless he bosses. Do you just take the Omastar out?
Yeah.
And it puts you down to 2 prizes.
Well, it doesn't help you. That's
well. So how much Cram does? What 160? So if you hit Gengar Mimikyu for 100 here, and then get an energy, so that puts it 260. I can't see how much HP does Gengar Mimikyu have.
240. He has a 240 health with a horror energy on.
So
he takes 21
you might just do that, and if you top deck an energy, it's great. So even if you don't kill him, so you boss hit into him, and then he kills you. You're allowed to use items because you guys are now tied with the amount of Pokemon. So
you're right.
The boss...
You're right, and I think what you're trying to get here is you can boss, and Cramorant will with a welder now sets up the kill as long as the big charm doesn't come into play, and that's what he needs to set up. Oh, but
Our
then there's the
Dragons,
heal.
14. Yeah, Gengar Mimikyu with the lowest HP. Oh, and then you see those come in,
No,
which
it is
is
not the lowest HP. It is at 240, but it's I think isn't there a 210 tag team? I
the
I
tag
think so.
team. No,
Is there they 240? That's it. Yeah, they're only 240. So it is technically the lowest type, but so is Pikarum. Pikarum's a 240 HP.
yeah. So I mean, he's still tied.
No,
240.
full health. Full health shutdown.
Wow, wow,
Wow, indeed.
that is huge.
Right. Sure, he
And
has it right. Sure, he has it right. He should have spread flames and built up the Kramer instead.
yep, it was a risk taking that Gengar out there, especially with those potions. And he got all of them. It seemed like on that round.
He did. He had one in hand, and then he researched and then found another one.
Okay, so he definitely recessed Samson to 1.
That's
You got to get rid of those item cards. Like, you just got to get rid of them 100%, right?
Yeah. Now, I guess a question is, you got to find the giant hearth somehow. That's the other thing, right? You got to find a giant hearth.
Yeah. You don't need a
gotta get rid of
Dedenne.
that.
I think he learned his lesson from that Dedenne play, but he can definitely lower his hand and get. Ooh, and he still has the play.
He has a quick ball. Get rid of your Victinis, your Victini Vmaxes. You don't need them. They're not going to help you now.
No, don't do that. Or unless he Poke communicates that, we don't want to see.
So another quick ball into the. So what did he get on that one? He got
Yeah, so he'll get rid of the Dedenne. So he is definitely getting those items gone.
Yeah.
Don't play the Dedenne unless you find something off of this Crobat.
This is coming down to a couple cards here, and not what he's looking for.
Don't. He's gonna do it again.
No. No. Yeah, that's right. He can beat catching the welder. Oh my goodness.
No, but he doesn't want to because that doesn't. Oh, okay, he doesn't want to put welder in hand. If he beaks catch, so he's gonna give him.
Yeah, that's game. I don't think I. Oh no.
There's nothing he can do because if he's taking items, he just
put the energy. He can just put the energy in his hand.
If he gives him, don't give him more items.
Oh no. That's good. That's it,
game.
Folks.
He just gave him game, unfortunately.
Congrats. Oh, wait until it's official.
Wait
I'm not gonna say until it's official. Hands are up.
Hands are up.
And that's the game.
Wow.
There it is. Congratulations, Killvious. Congratulations, Keldeo, but congratulations to top one. You're getting a golden pierogi. And a lot of codes are coming your way from Battle Styles. Gengar Mimikyu Star, whatever, however you say it, just took first place at the first ever Triple P Saturday Select. We want to thank everyone here for joining us tonight. Such a fun time. Look forward. We're going to have definitely another one coming up. First of all, big shout out to Machine Device for running the entire event. Everyone in the chat for joining us. Everyone who played today. And you know what? All of you who got to join us and followers and everything, we really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed all the prizes that we were able to give out. But Jake, we got some more stuff to do, right?
Do we?
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and take a look at another one of our videos here. Also, if you haven't done so yet, hit subscribe. It goes a long way in helping us grow. Remember, we release a podcast episode once a week on all the major platforms. We also stream every Friday on Twitch and make a Whimsy Watch monthly report.